Major dust up out of the White House as Volodymyr Zelenskyy from Ukraine visits and goes after J.D. Vance, the vice president, and then President Trump as well. It turns out it doesn't seem like he wants an agreement that would be a ceasefire, and he doesn't want any sort of diplomacy or diplomatic ending to the war. I don't know what he wants, but he was in town to sign that mineral rights deal. I'm not sure anything's going to get done. In fact, President Trump afterwards puts out a statement on Truth that Zelenskyy isn't ready for peace. I'm going to show you the entire video right here. Make sure you share this. I want your comments on it, like it, and don't forget to follow.
Yes, contra. Yes, but after that, he broke this ceasefire. He killed our people, and he didn't exchange prisoners. We signed the exchange of prisoners, but he didn't do it. What kind of diplomacy, JD, you are speaking about? What do you mean?
I'm talking about the kind of diplomacy that's going to end the destruction of your country.
Yes, but if you
Mr. President, with respect, I think it's disrespectful for you to come to the Oval Office and try to litigate this in front of the American media. Right now, you guys are going around and forcing conscripts to the front lines because you have manpower problems. You should be thanking the president for trying to bring an end to this conflict.
Have you ever been to Ukraine that you see what problems we have?
I have been to. I've actually watched and seen the stories, and I know what happens is you bring them on a propaganda tour, Mr. President. Do you disagree that you've had problems bringing people into your military? And do you think that it's respectful to come to the Oval Office of the United States of America and attack the administration that is trying to prevent the destruction of your country?
A lot of questions. Let's start from the beginning.
Sure.
First of all, during the war, everybody has problems. Even you, but you have nice ocean and don't feel now, but you will feel it in the future. God bless.
You don't know that.
God bless.
You
God
don't.
bless. You will not
You
have war.
don't tell us what we're going to feel. We're trying to solve a problem. Don't tell us what we're going to feel.
I'm not telling you.
Because you're in no position to dictate that.
That's exactly what you're doing.
You're in no position to dictate what we're going to feel. We're going to feel very good. We're going to feel very good and very strong.
You will feel influence.
You're right now not in a very good position. You've allowed yourself to be in a very bad position, and he happens to be right about
From
it.
the very beginning of the war.
You're not in a good position. You don't have the cards right now. With us, you start having cards. But right now, you're playing cards. You're playing cards. You're gambling with the lives of millions of people. You're gambling with World War III. You're gambling with World War III. And what you're doing is very disrespectful to the country, this country. That's back to you. Far more than a lot of people said they should have.
Have you said thank you once? This entire meeting? No, in this entire meeting, you said thank you. You went to Pennsylvania and campaigned for the opposition in October. Offer some words of appreciation for the United States of America and the president who's trying to save your country.
Please, you think that if you will speak very loudly about the war,
He's not speaking loudly. He's not speaking loudly. Your country is in big trouble. Wait a minute. No. You've done a lot of talking. Your country is in big trouble.
I know.
You're not winning. You're not winning this. You have a damn good chance of coming out okay because of us.
Mr. President, we are staying in our country, staying strong from the very beginning of the war. We've been alone, and we are thankful. I said thanks.
You haven't been alone. You haven't been alone. We gave you, through this stupid president, $350 billion. We gave you military equipment, and your men are brave, but they had to use our military. If you didn't have our military equipment, this war would have been over in 2 weeks.
In 3 days, I heard it from Putin. In 3 days. This is something
maybe less.
In 2 weeks, of course, yes.
It's going to be a very hard thing to do business like this. I tell you.
Just say thank you.
I said a lot of times to American people.
Except that there are disagreements, and let's go litigate those disagreements rather than trying to fight it out in the American media when you're wrong. We know that you're wrong.
But you see, I think it's good for the American people to see what's going on.
I understand, sir.
I think it's very important. That's why I kept this going so long. You have to be thankful. You don't have the cards. You're buried there. Your people are dying. You're running low on soldiers. Listen, you're running low on soldiers. It would be a damn good thing. And then you tell us, I don't want a ceasefire. I don't want a ceasefire. I want to go and I want this. Look, If you could get a ceasefire right now, I tell you, you take it so the bullets stop flying and your men stop getting
Of
killed.
course, we want to stop the war.
But you're saying you don't want a
but I said
ceasefire.
to you,
I want a
with
ceasefire
guarantees.
because you'll get a ceasefire faster than an agreement.
Ask our people about ceasefire, what they think.
That wasn't
Doesn't
with
matter for
me.
you what
That wasn't
is
with me.
It
That was
wasn't
with
you.
a guy named Biden who was not a smart person. That was with Obama.
It was your president.
Excuse me. That was with Obama, who gave you sheets, and I gave you javelins.
Yes.
I gave you the javelins to take out all those tanks. Obama gave you sheets. In fact, the statement is Obama gave sheets and Trump gave javelins. You got to be more thankful, because let me tell you, you don't have the cards. With us, you have the cards. But without us, you don't have any cards.
Not long after that, President Trump, in fact, goes on Truth Social, and he says, well, this guy's not ready for peace. A statement from President Donald J. Trump. We had a very meaningful meeting in the White House today. Much was learned that could never be understood without conversation under such fire and pressure. It's amazing what comes out through emotion, and I have determined that President Zelenskyy is not ready for peace if America is involved, because he feels our involvement gives him a big advantage in negotiations. I don't want advantage. I want peace. He disrespected the United States of America and its cherished Oval Office. He can come back when he's ready for peace. He's not playing games. Zelenskyy showed up, thought he had leverage or the upper hand, and made a big mistake. Give me your thoughts on this. Make sure you spread this around. Make sure that you like it. Make sure you follow. And don't forget, come on!
Apparently, Mr. Zelenskyy from the Ukraine failed to realize he's not dealing with Sleepy Joe anymore. He's not going to be dealing with Harris. He's dealing with Donald Trump. He's dealing with J.D. Vance. You know, the same people who he supported the former administration against? How funny is that? He went to Pennsylvania and tried to draw up support for Harris and Biden. And now you got to deal with the person who beat them. How ironic is that? That is some wild stuff. And then he tried to strong on him, try to act like he's going to take over, like the way he's talking, where he's like, and they try to explain to him, like, look, this is what's going to happen. You know, we got to get this mineral rights thing done. It's not going to be no money for nothing. Key words, none of this money for nothing. Enough of our country giving up money for everybody else except for us. It's kind of funny that you have no extra money for us, like, say, for the Carolinas after the hurricane, and yet saying, like, the best you could give the people is a $700 loan. Meanwhile, you give the illegal migrants about thousands of dollars not to pay back. Yeah, okay. You saw how that works out for you. You saw how that worked for you. Yeah, it failed. And Trump said enough of that. Then you got Doge. You cry about that. But the funny thing is, like, it had something similar to Doge under Democratic rule, but I don't know how good of a job they did, but it can't be that good because we're still deep in debt. Long story short, Trump and Vance trying to make this mineral thing go right with Mr. Zelenskyy and his system making problems. And from Trump saying, like, Zelenskyy don't want peace. He want to keep this fight going. And bottom line is, he tried to keep us out of this war. He tried to, look, I'll work with you guys, try to help you guys out. Instead, there's always conflict. So Zelenskyy about to come back later when he gets a change of attitude. So what do you think, folks? Whether you be Democrat, Republican, left, right, conservative, liberal, you know, tell me your thoughts, but keep it respectful. The moment people get disrespectful here, I will, like, block you, bang you, whatever. Keep it respectful on both sides. And I want to hear both sides. I want to hear what both sides say, okay? Keep it clean, folks. Peace.